What's up, and welcome to Worldly Church Girl. I bet you're wondering where that name came from. Well, let's address the elephant in the room. I grew up like most of y'all, raised in a very strict church family. So with that being said, I decided that I was going to write a book about my journey, and I needed a title for my book. And the Lord gave me the title, Worldly Church Girl. Worldly Church Girl Live, just like Worldly Church Girl the podcast, it's not preachy. It's not worldly. It's informative. It's fun. It's here to teach and it's here to reach. So sit back and relax and enjoy Worldly Church Girl Live. Hello, y'all, and welcome to Worldly Church Girl Live. It's your girl, your host, Lillian Harshaw. And this weekend is a special weekend because your girl celebrated her 49th birthday yesterday. Big 4-9. That's right. Woo! Knocking on 5-0s though, but that's all right. I am thankful and I am grateful. And you know what? I'm not even ashamed to say how old I am because God is good to me and I cannot complain at all about any of it. Each year is a blessing, and I'm gonna just ride the ride with nothing but grace and mercy for the whole thing. And I want to thank each and every last one of y'all for all the birthday shout outs, all the phone calls, the texts, the love. I want to shout out my husband, my babies, my family, and my friends. Y'all have really blessed me and touched my soul. So, speaking of family, my guest today, look at that segue. My guest today, I would like to call him, I don't even know how we even started this title, to be honest. We've been knowing each other for a minute, and I was singing with this group, and he was one of the musicians, and we just started messing with each other. And I'm short, and that's okay. I am a nice little 5'3", and I feel 5'4" on a good day. But with heels on, you would never know that. So that's neither here nor there. Point is, I have a tall personality, so people don't know I'm that short. But anyway, he's a lot taller than me, but he's younger than me. So I call him my big little brother, and he calls me his little big sister. And and we just been riding with that ever since. And the thing is, I don't even know who said it first. I don't know if he said it first or if I said it first. I really don't know. And it really don't matter. But I love him dearly. This is my boy. This is my ride or die. And I would do anything for this dude. And I would like to say that he would do the same for me. And it will give you, oh, you want? Okay. He's backstage shaking his head. So it gives me such honor to introduce to y'all. And a lot of y'all already know him.
Nah, you know you family. You know I got you. We 10 toes down. Come on. You already know. You already know.
Oh, my boy, CJ.
Boy, 10 toes down. You already know, sis. You already know. I couldn't even tell you who started that.
I don't know. I was thinking about that today. I was like, when and how did we even start that? It's just like all of a sudden one day it was like, what's up, big little brother?
And then I said, what's up, little big sis? And then
or the other way around. Don't know.
The other way around. I don't know. Yeah.
It's just one of them things. Absolutely. But that's neither here nor there. So how you doing on this evening?
I'm good. Yeah, I know I wish you happy birthday and everything, but yes, happy birthday on here. May God continue to bless this 49th revolution around the sun and bring you everything that he has in store for you and more. So yes, happy birthday. Enjoy it. And yeah, you really don't. Yeah, black really don't crack. You don't look 49. Like I told you earlier. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I told you earlier, Jesus and Oil of Olay.
I hear you. Yeah, nah, I'm excited to be on here. This is gonna be fun.
Thank you. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to stay in the hour guideline, but you know.
Yes.
Yeah, we like to chat a lot, a little bit. But I've been trying to get you on here for a minute because you are a busy person.
Yeah.
But you know, I understand.
Yeah.
I've been trying to actually get all of y'all at the same time.
Yeah,
we
gotta figure that out, but yeah, we're gonna get it on though. So,
yeah. I probably wouldn't have got a word in edgewise if I would have got all y'all on here, but that would have been fine.
Thanks.
Yeah. Because I think I know half of the band. Well, I know of everybody, but I know half the band.
Yeah, you know me. Yeah, you know me, Jesse, and Joe.
Yeah. So but that would have been quite entertaining.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with your intro real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to keep this professional. I didn't mean to roll my eyes, folks, but you know. It's kind of hard to interview family / friend, but you know,
right.
but you know, I'm gonna try. So from a church kid, just wanted to learn how to play the keys, and I'm gonna have to say it, and I'm not being biased, not by any means, but you're probably one of the baddest keyboardists on this side of the Mississippi, as they like to say, in the church, in the church. It's true. It's true. And I told you, and everybody knows how much I love me some Prince, but that one time you put a video clip of you playing the keyboard, and I told you that it reminded me of one of my favorite tunes, Venus de Milo Prince. Because I was like, that song brings me to tears when I listen to it a lot. And when I heard you play, and I don't remember what song it was that you was playing, but I was like, dude, do you remember what it was?
It was I was playing the jazz standard. All the things you are. Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't ready. I was like, okay. I was like, get it, little brother. So moving on to your intro and to being a part of one of the hottest live bands, Be On It.
Yep.
Now that's a heck of a transition. But you still church kid, but still.
All day.
But still, okay. So I'm gonna start talking about your family. Now you grew up with music all around you, and your whole family is nothing but a bunch of musicians. Correct?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So when you was playing in the church, like the most of us, what was the first instrument you start playing in the church? Was it the keyboards or was it something else?
So yeah, I'll start playing. I didn't play like most of my musician friends. Like if they started playing, like if they play organ or keys, they started playing drums. I immediately went to the keyboard. Like,
did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because most of us started like we wanted to go to the drums first.
It makes the most noise, so yeah.
Yeah,
that's natural. But I went straight keys.
Yeah. The organ or the keys?
Keys.
Really? Okay. Now, I remember the first time I got on the drums. Was not a good time for everybody else. It was a good time for me, but not necessarily for the church.
Okay.
Now, do you remember the first time you got on the keys? Now, was it during? In front of the church. Do you remember that moment?
So the first time I did it, actually, I played for. My mom had the children's choir at the time, and I was 15, 16 at that time. And she had did a song that I had rehearsed and everything like that. And I started playing. And the late, great, and I miss him so much, Tim Bratton, the late, great Tim Bratton, looked over. He said, "Oh, we have a new pianist." And everybody looked over and saw me, and they were like, "Whoa. When did that happen?" And pretty much from that point on, it just kind of took off in the lane of its own. And the guy that was actually the music director at that time while he was there, Lance Tolbert really took me under his wing and taught me a lot. Like everything that I know, he taught me. So yeah.
Okay, so the first time you played, you was actually playing. It wasn't one of those just getting on behind the keys and just playing by ear moments.
Nope.
Okay, because that was my first moment, and it was not a
Oh wow! Oh, nah, you got the story time. Come on, I need this.
It was not a good time.
I need this. Nah, I need. Yeah, tell me.
Because you
already opened up this box, so yeah, I need this. Yeah.
Well, because again, I'm a Prince fan, and my dream was to be the Sheila E. of the church. So I was like, I'm gonna kill it. And we didn't have a drummer that one particular Sunday. I was like, I'll do it. Never sat behind the drums ever in my life. I just thought I can get behind there and play. Now, not knowing that I'm left-handed and the drums was set up as a right-handed player.
Right.
So everything didn't feel right. So it didn't sound right either. It was an epic failure.
Wow.
It was epic failure. And I thought, again, because I wanted to be Miss Sheila E., I kept my heels on. Right. So again, it was terrible. It was awful. I ain't gonna even front like I got back there and just clown. No, it was awful. It was absolutely awful. And then of course it was a praise break, so that made it even worse.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah. One of those long-winded praise breaks, so I couldn't keep up.
Wow.
But it over time it got better. And the sad part about it was I wanted to learn how to play in high school, but my daddy was like, girls don't play drums. And he made me play the flute. So I played the flute for like 4 years. Yeah, about 4 years. And I got good at it, got first chair, but my heart was with, playing the drums. So yeah. So I was but then when I started getting really good playing the drums, and then when I started going to my parents' church, what did he start doing? Oh, my baby can play the drums.
Yep, that sounds about right.
I'm like, ain't that a kick in the butt? But yeah, that's neither here nor there.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Oh, now you want to tell everybody I can play?
Right. Oh, I can play. Oh, yes. So
yeah. So
right, no, your father, hurt your knees. That's my thing. You're like, word.
Right. Oh, I can play. Right.
Right.
Oh, I was like, oh, she can. Oh, and she can sing. Why are you just telling everything? You can play and give us a shamanic solo, Sister Lillian. No, she wants to sit in the back in church and watch like everybody else.
Black church parents are real. If y'all don't know, Black church parents are real. Like I've sung many of solos that I didn't want to sing in my day. He can sing it.
But I don't want
to. Right. I was like, I just, like there were days like, and I love music, but there were days I was like, I just want to go and play basketball or do something different. I didn't sign up for this. And my mom be like, here, take a mic, lead praise and worship. Pardon?
Right.
Yeah, lead praise and worship.
Right. I don't want to. And that's the messed up part about it. There was no I don't want to.
Listen. I didn't get that option.
No.
The kids now get that option. I didn't get that option.
Oh, this is making it even worse. And we're not talking about this was like in my teenage years. I was grown with kids. And my daddy did that to me.
I believe it.
I'm like, and he still, my baby can do it.
I believe it.
What in the Sam Hill? No, I don't want, your baby don't want to.
Right. Nah, I believe it. I straight up believe it. Straight up believe it. Black church parents are real. Like if y'all don't know,
they're real in these streets.
No, they are real in these streets.
That should be a t-shirt.
Let me tell you, real out here in these cold
streets.
Oh
my God. I was talking to somebody about that. I was like, they was darn near, we should have called like Child Protection Services on them because they made us go to church all the time. Normally had school the next day. Didn't care.
Didn't matter.
Why you got us in church? And this was on Sunday. Normally had to go to school the next morning. and you in church for 3 services. Didn't care. And get up and go to school. And you better not be like catching the bus because I'm not taking you.
Right. Well, I was like, for me, for us, we only had the 1 service. So it was just like, all right, cool.
We had
cool
3. We had 3.
Bless
morning. Wait a minute, to make it even worse, it was Sunday school, morning, afternoon, and evening. And evening.
Oof.
Yeah. And then they had Terran service. So we was.
Yeah, bless your heart.
Yeah. And what made it even worse, they cooked at church. So we didn't even go home to eat.
Right. Yeah, chicken dinners all the time. We be like, all right.
Right.
So
yeah, that's chicken and fish. Okay, so tell me about your band that you're in, Be On It.
So I have a band, Be On It. And it's
wait a minute. Somebody says sleep in the pew, pretty much.
Hey, you know, hey, that's real life. I'm not even mad at that.
But wait a minute, we did do that because they used to have the sheets that they used to put over people if they fell out. We used to use those sheets.
Go to sleep. I believe it. Like I said, we never had a Terran service a lot of the world, but but if we had like revival, knocked out.
Yeah,
it wouldn't even be a game.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry.
So my band Be On It consists of 5 guys: myself, Joe Elliott on drums, Jesse Thompson on bass, Dion Adams on keys, and Alex Goldblatt on guitar. And what we do is take a lot of the hot music that's out like today, like you'll hear some like new hip hop or R&B or pop stuff or anything like that, and we'll flip it and turn it into an arrangement, kind of like a DJ, but not really, because we'll still put live music over it. So we're still a very live. A lot of people will say live's not. No, we do live.
Right.
It's not a game. So we do that. And plus we also have our own original content as well. So we actually write our own music. And everybody in the band writes and produces and arranges, and we'll go on the stage, do our thing, and let everybody have a good time while we're doing it.
And the reason how I know y'all legit, y'all won for this. Y'all have actually won a competition for that.
Yeah, so 2014. Wow, it's been so long. 2014. So we entered this competition called Strange Range. Big shout out to our girl Coco, who lives in Memphis, Tennessee. She put up this show called Strange Range, and we signed up for it, got on the show, and we did what I just talked about. We did 1 hip hop song, 1 R&B song, and 1 pop song, and pretty much did a whole arrangement after that. We won, and pretty much that trajectory pretty much took off from there. Then the next day we got to work, and PJ Morton actually was a guest judge for that particular show, and we got to work with PJ the next day, and we did a Do I Do arrangement by Stevie. PJ and I were like from the same tree as far as like Stevie fanatics, like we come from that tree. So he wanted to do a Stevie song. We did Do I Do, and the rest is pretty much writing itself. So
now you told me the story of when y'all did that contest, y'all actually messed up in the intro.
Yes.
Why you freeze? Why did I think something was wrong with my camera?
No. It wasn't anything bad. It's just anytime somebody says that, it's just like, yes, that happened.
But y'all won, which makes it even more like God had his fingertip on y'all.
That was nothing but a God move. Like we prayed before we went on, and everybody's just kind of, we were just like, okay, like it felt different than anything else, even going into that competition. And the other 4 bands, shout out to them. They were absolutely amazing. But it was just one of those things to where God literally just made that happen. And we had nothing. We just put it all together. But God was like, here you go. So we praised, I think, for about a good 30 seconds. Like we were all in shock, and one guy started speaking in tongues. I just kind of stood there, and then I lifted my hand. I was in worship. I was like, woo.
I know it was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's like these church kids up in here.
Absolutely. And the funny thing is, everybody that played that night are all church kids. Like we all play at a church somewhere. Right. So like everybody in each band like played at church somewhere. So everybody was a church kid. And it was funny because you heard a bunch of church progressions throughout that whole night. And we were like, oh, okay, cool. So
right. Yeah, you'd be like, oh, that's a church beat. I heard that.
Yeah.
That's a praise break beat. I heard that.
Absolutely. And the three guys that were judging are all church cats. Like Tommy Sims, he had judged that night. And we got to meet all three of them. So yeah, Tommy Sims, I don't know if people know him. He's a big producer. He produced and wrote Change the World for Eric Clapton. And has worked with like BB Winans and the Winans family and all of them. So that was him. Nissan Stewart, he was a MD for a long time. He has a church out in LA right now, but yeah, he works with a lot of musicians, and of course everybody knows PJ, you know. Right. Yeah. So it's like, so for them it's just like, okay, this makes sense. But yeah, like everybody was doing a bunch of church progressions over some like simple stuff, which makes sense. So it's all good.
Yeah, y'all clown, because I probably watched that thing a million times. And then when I showed it to my husband, he was like, that's just dope. I was like, and I know them. Like, know them.
I'm like, yeah, so yeah, that was nothing but God.
It was. But God. Now, how did y'all even come up with the name Be On It?
Well, at first it was gonna be called Be On It Productions, but then Coco actually helped us simplify it. So instead of saying that big long name, we just came up with Be On It, and it just stuck, and pretty much we're rolling from there. So
yeah, but how?
It just kind of happened. I really couldn't tell you how. Like that was just one of those.
Yeah, y'all just sitting around like, we just be on it.
Yeah, and it just stuck. So
I mean,
everywhere we go, like people say it. It's like, oh, y'all be on it, yeah. But you know what I mean by that. Yes, we know what you mean. But no, like it's all love on both sides. So
yeah, y'all do be on it.
I appreciate that.
You go take it how you want. Y'all be on it.
Yeah.
So how did all of y'all meet to begin with?
Well, I met Jesse. God, 2007. Yeah, I met Jesse first. Back when his dreads were shorter.
Oh, when he had baby dreads.
And like I met him at Indiana State, and we had met, we hit it off pretty quick and everything. And then a few years later, like we actually reconnected, and I met Joe in 2012, and then I met a couple of other guys that were in the band around the same time in 2012, and then we all pretty much just hooked up, put the band together, and that was that was 2012. We were all actually getting ready for a recording, and we pretty much just kind of stuck it out. And then 2014 happened with Strange Range, and then kind of had to, we had to make some moves and everything like that. Me and Jesse and Joe pretty much stayed with it, and we brung in Dion, and everybody knew Dion from a certain place, but Dion's more like our big brother. Well, I met Dion around 2010, 2011. He had seen me play, and he was like, "Man, you're dope." I was like, and I seen him play bass, and then he played keys. I was like, "Oh, you're kind of like Prince." Like, okay, so you can play. And then he played drums and played organ. I was like, "So you really like Prince?" So I met him, and then Alex is the new kid, and Alex
is bad.
Yeah, Alex is the truth. Alex is
bad. Yeah, because when I first brought him, I wasn't ready for him.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick tangent. You want to talk about a Prince fan? He might have you beat.
I will hang up on you.
No, I promise you.
I will hang up on you.
Between you and him, and there's actually my cousin in Michigan, Sean. Y'all three are the biggest Prince fans I know. But I think by a little bit, when I say this man studied Prince.
Hold on. I'm going to do a quick shout out, then I'm going to come back to Hey, Tony Baker, how you doing? And back to you. Um,
I'm just saying.
how
Just saying.
how you figure?
He did when I say studied. Like he knows every album, knows every track on the album, knows what Prince played on each album, knows how he played it on each album. When I say this kid is a Prince fanatic.
See, that's why the camera froze because because you speak no truth right now.
I'm telling you. So we met Alex. So I'm gonna get back to that. So we met Alex. Joe had a shed for his birthday, and he was like, "I just want to have a big old shed for my birthday." We were like, "All right, cool." Mm-hmm. So we met him. We met Alex. He had came up to from IU with a good friend of the band's Bobby Davis, mm-hmm. And he came in, played guitar, and we were like, "This kid is dope." Mm-hmm. We were like, "Yeah, we gotta talk to him." And we were like, "Yeah, we're gonna definitely be in talks with you." And again, God makes a way out of no way. I can honestly say that. So Dion couldn't do a New Year's Eve gig with us because he had church, and we were like, "All right, that's cool." And we understood, like, yeah, church, handle what you need to handle. We'll see you later. We were like, "Oh, but we got to get somebody in that could play." And Alex was like, "I'm free. Let me know." We were like, "All right, cool." We passed him the music. He learned it just like we wrote it, and we were like, "You want to be in the band?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." We were like, "Bet." So,
so he's hired him on spot.
Pretty much. We hired him. Yeah, we brought him in. It'll be a year in a couple of weeks, actually. Yeah, because we got him March of 2020, literally a week before the pandemic hit.
Oh, wow. Y'all snagged him up right on time.
We snagged him up real quick. We were like, "Yeah, we need him." And Alex was like, "I'm down." So we were like, "Cool, man." Yeah, rest is kind of right itself.
I hate to admit it, but I'm still stuck on this whole he might be. I mean, I was listening, but still the back of my head was, I can't believe he said that.
He might. There's a conversation y'all two may have to have, but
because I mean,
I'm telling you, his favorite album is Purple Rain.
No, that's not far enough back. That's not far enough back.
I'm just saying, like but he loves every album that Prince has put out. He plays, like, if you really listen to him and you listen to Prince.
I know, that's why I said I can dig him, but and I see, and that's and I hate to say that's one of my biggest pet peeves. If you're a Prince fan and your first album you say is Purple Rain, you're not a Prince fan to me.
Really?
Because to me, I feel like that's when everybody jumped on the bandwagon.
Okay.
Because I feel like you only
we can talk about Prince all day. I know that.
We really can. I know, because I feel like you only jumped on that bandwagon because of the movie, and everybody was like, "Oh, Prince is that dude," blah 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 blah, because of the movie. But I'm like, no, I fell in love with this man when he wasn't that dude in everybody's eye. I loved him when he was, had a part in the middle and he was wearing a Flair Fawcett flop.
Right.
That's when I loved when he was just, he wasn't in mainstream, if you will.
Yeah.
So that's when I loved him. Y'all fell in love with him when the world was like, "Oh, Prince." No.
Right.
I loved him when he had on. Okay, church folks, I'm sorry, but we had like some weird looking hairstyle and just a jacket and some panties and some no shirt and some thigh-high boots. Look like he just got out the shower.
That is
that's when I fell in love with Prince. So
I'm just letting you know, like
So yeah.
That's a conversation I want to see. I would love to be a fly on the wall on that conversation, but y'all could have that one. Y'all could really have that conversation. I would love to hear it.
I mean, and it's bad when my husband bought me a Prince collection CD case for I think it was for Christmas, and I literally sat there and just started crying. I was like, Okay, because I talked about my daughter because she's like BTS fan. I'm like, she cried every time the dudes are on TV, and I just start bawling when I saw this collection because I wanted it so bad, and I was like, okay, I will never talk about this child again in BTS because I was 48 then. I was like bawling over this collection. And I was just, like, yeah, I'm sad.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Nah, that was your man though, so
That's still my dude.
I already know.
I will. My Lord, forgive me. I will go to bowls with y'all.
Like I said, no, you and I, we can have that conversation all day. I told you, Batman soundtrack is my favorite Prince album.
I know.
Like that, yeah.
Because it's just dumb.
Oh, yeah.
That's just dumb. But I'm sorry. All right. But again, if y'all know me, then y'all know I will talk about Prince all day. All day.
We really good.
And I'm so sorry. If y'all came on here looking for a different conversation. So what would you say is your dream project?
That's a good question. That's a really good. So, okay, break it down. Like
okay.
who I would want to work with.
Well, we can break it down into that category. Okay, who would you want to work with?
Okay.
What type of, like, if you could do a movie soundtrack, and if you could write an album for somebody. So that's 3 different categories. Who do you want to work with? If you can do a soundtrack for somebody, a movie soundtrack, and if you could do an album for somebody.
The movie soundtrack would be easy. I would want to do, honestly, it would be a comedy action because I'm a fan of both. Those.
Okay.
So I would love to do like a comedy action type of thing. And yeah, come up with I would love to do score and a soundtrack for that. Ooh. So that's easy.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah. Because I've gotten into you was Prince. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Dope. Absolutely.
Yeah. He's your favorite musician. Stevie's my favorite, like all time. And
yes.
Prince is his favorite. So
yeah. I already told you, if anything, God forbid, happened to Stevie, I'm gonna call and check on you. Make sure you're all right.
I'm gonna be in the corner. Like y'all gonna have to find me.
I told you.
Yeah.
The day.
Yeah, you told me about the day. Yeah. I had to check. I text you. I was like,
everybody did. Everybody did. My best friend texted called me. I wanted to slap her if I could. I would have, but she was.
I left you alone for about 2 weeks though. I was like, nah, she going through it. Like she ain't accepted it.
No, she ain't accepted.
I'm just saying.
It was bad.
But
it was bad. Okay, back to you.
Okay, so I would love to do a movie score for like an action comedy type of thing. So there's that. Those other two, God, I would love. Actually, the one I would love to work with would be Layla Hathaway.
I love her.
Yeah,
I love her.
Yeah,
she's one of my top favorite female vocalists. Yes, love her.
Top 3, not just female vocalists. She's top 3
vocalists. Period. Yeah, absolutely.
She's always been one of my favorites. I could listen to her. Listening to her is like,
it's like butter.
Butter, yeah.
Yes.
Like it's one of those. I could just be like, I'm good. Just like she could sing the back of a box of cereal to me, and I would just be like, yeah, I'm good. So that would be one I would love to work with. One I would write the album for. There are a few artists. Layla's on that list.
I was gonna say, give me a female artist, a male artist, and a band.
Layla, for sure. The male artist. Ooh, and the band. The band actually would be. It'd be Mint Condition.
I knew it. Yes, absolutely.
Because I kind of look at. And I'm not trying to put us on a pedestal or anything like that, but I kind of look at Beyond It as like the little brothers of Mint Condition.
Absolutely.
Because of what they've done. Like, and of course, they're like the little brothers of what like Earth, Wind & Fire did. Like what Earth, Wind & Fire did was like the culmination of what the band it's
live
supposed to
music.
be.
Yeah, live R&B music. Yeah.
Exactly. And then of course it's that, and it's not sneezing on like the Ohio Players or Frankie Beverly and Mays or any of those guys, because they did amazing. But like for me, Earth, Wind, Fire is like, hey, that's the top of the list. Like you could get that, like
Right.
that would be the thing. So you're like Mint Condition to me was like that second thing. And for us, we kind of look at ourselves. It's just like, yeah, like y'all are the models, so we can reach.
Mint Condition had chord changes that you could actually feel in your soul.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, oh, how did you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so y'all. So I'm that. Okay.
So yeah, so Mint Condition. But male, there's so many, but
not Stevie.
No, I'm not gonna say Stevie. I'm trying to think of, honestly, the one I'm looking at him right now. It might sound a little crazy, but if I could, I would. It would be Marvin Winans.
Really?
Absolutely.
Whoa.
He's one of my favorite singers of all time too. He's honestly my favorite gospel singer of all time.
Yeah.
And then 2, and I know everybody's like, wait, who? Like, yeah, no, Marvin, for me personally, that's a personal one. Marvin Winans would be that one. I would just love to get him in a studio and we would just create.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, because he has a nice, I know he's gospel, but he has a nice crossover sound. Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to because the one I actually would, if he was alive and in his prime, would be Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
That would be the other one, but of course I can't. But yeah, like I was like, okay, who alive? Because
I was thinking about Neo too.
Neo, yeah, Neo is definitely one that I would love to do some work with him. One I'm actually doing right now, and I didn't put her up there. I would love to do a project with her though.
With who?
My friend Cy Smith,
okay,
LA. She's amazing. I was able to go on the road with her a few times, and she's without question, and it's no diss to everybody else that I've worked with, but she's without question the best vocalist I've worked with. Okay. So Bashir is definitely the hardest working person I've ever worked with, for sure.
Okay.
But as far as like size, like she's amazing.
That dude, that girl. I mean,
that girl.
Yeah.
Bashir is definitely that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Courtney, that's the girl I was talking about that called me from Texas when Prince.
Okay. And
I wish I could backhand her because she called and she was like, I just want to make sure you didn't jump off a cliff. I was like, you know what?
You got to check on you now. Just saying. I cried with Prince. I did. I cried. I was like, yo, like that was.
Cry is not the word.
That broke my heart.
I told you.
Yeah. I know you said it. Got a job at me for that.
Oh, yeah, I told you first I was in the middle of J.C. Penney's just standing there bawling because my daughter texted me. Somebody said, did you hear? I was like, hear what? She's like, about Prince. I was like, what about him? She was like, he's going. I was like, you lying?
Right.
It was terrible. Absolutely horrible. Yeah. So absolutely. God definitely has his hands on them.
Oh, man. God, thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Go on YouTube and just type in Be On It and look at some of their stuff. You will not be able to handle it. Just tell me. You won't be able, you will not be the same. You will look at music and you will think everybody's garbage. I'm just saying. I'm just.
I appreciate that. You ain't gotta say everybody else is garbage. No,
I mean, just far as live music go, because it.
It's true.
It's just like it's not too many live R&B artists out there. There just isn't. And because y'all
everybody's running tracks and stuff, so I get that.
I don't know who walked past, but hey, I had that. Oh yeah, Courtney, laugh because she called me and she was just like, Did you jump? I just wanted to make sure. And it made me laugh because I was just like, I ain't gonna make it. And it was so bad, even I mean, just people, everybody was just, are you all right?
I had to text you. I'm just saying, yeah. You know, I mean, it was the same thing. It's the same thing. I had to text my mom when Michael passed. She was hurt.
Yeah.
She listened to Michael for like I think a week or two straight. So yeah, I mean, certain celebrities passings hit different. Like Kobe, I'm still
because I wasn't ready, and I wasn't a huge Laker fan, but that just didn't hit right at all.
Yeah, no, Kobe was like Jordan's my favorite. I think he's the greatest of all time. Kobe to me is my second favorite player. So when I heard, and I'll never forget that day, I was on a church parking lot with my mom, my dad, and my girl, and we all just chilling. And I get a text, and I was like, "Who?" And and then I got home and I saw that it was real, and I just sat there and I was just like, "Yo, this is crazy."
Yeah.
And I'll never forgot. Like I didn't sleep well that night.
Yeah.
Like, I had Donnie Hathaway Someday Will I'll Be Free on repeat. Like I was just that distraught.
It didn't feel right. I mean, because I saw it on Facebook, and I think I checked, I don't know how many different links.
And everybody, like, and it's the same thing with you. Everybody was texting me because they knew how big of a Kobe fan I was. So everybody's texting me. They were like, "Bro, you all right? You cool?" I'm like,
no. I was telling people no. I'll just honest. No, I'm not. I'm not okay.
That one hurt. That one hurt. It was the same way. That one hurt. That one hurt.
Yeah. Sure. So yeah, I think that shook the whole world. And then knowing that his babies was with him.
Yeah.
And all I kept thinking was, I couldn't even imagine as a parent talking to your baby while that's happening, trying to comfort them. Yeah. Woo. Okay. That just gives me just the willies. But yeah, Tony, I'm gonna definitely send you the link to the to the YouTube page, because I'm telling you, you'll never be the same.
We are everywhere, not just YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is definitely where you want to check us out. But yeah, now we everywhere. Yeah. YouTube, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, wherever you hear music, that's where we at. Yeah, I like wherever you hear music, wherever you listen to music, that's where we at. So yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, it's absolutely insane. And like I said before, I mean, seriously, I mean, there's a lot of good live bands out there, and I'm not knocking them at all. But to hear how y'all are, even when y'all did Frozen Let It Go, I wasn't ready. I was not ready. I was like, you know what? Yeah. I'm sick of them. Yeah. I'm sick of y'all, sick of everything y'all do.
I mean, at the end of the day, and it's crazy because again, my dad's about to walk by.
That's all right.
We got brought up, and I'm not saying this because he's right there. No, I'm saying it because it's honest. Like for our house, we got brought up on for real, like live. If this is what you're gonna do, this is what we're gonna do. This is how you're gonna approach it, music. You know, so like it was like real deal Holyfield. So yeah, that's what it was, and you know, especially for us in the band, we all learned how to play our instruments and took lessons and all that stuff, and we just feel like we got to pay homage to the forefathers and the foremothers that did it first.
Right.
It did it the right way, you know. It's not knocking anything that anybody does now or anything like that. You know, yeah, salute to everybody. I mean, you gotta hustle, but you know, for us personally, that's how it's gotta go. So I was more worried about you and Prince died. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, I text you. Yeah, I think I text you like a week or two later, and I was just like, she needs space. I'm gonna let her. That hurt, but I was cool. Like a few days later, I was like, I'll text her later.
It was. I had people who I haven't spoke to in like a flip that checked on me. I was like, wow, that's kind of messed up. That people be like that. They was like, girl, I was worried about you.
I'm just saying.
We know how much you love you some Prince.
Just saying. Just saying.
That's funny.
So yeah.
But
yeah. No, that was a good question though. Yeah. Like that was a good 3-part question. I like that. That was good.
thank you, sir. Thank you. I mean, I mean, you're a talented dude. I mean, you write, compose, produce,
I appreciate that.
and shoot, you ain't even 3-0 yet.
Mm-hmm. I'm 34.
Since when? Did I miss some years?
Since February 8th.
Are you? Oh, I'm missing you.
Yeah, I'm 34.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm
I know I don't look 34, and I appreciate that. Yeah,
not. You must be using the same olive oil and Jesus I'm using.
Definitely got Jesus. Let me tell you, wash, bathe.
Now you must be using cocoa butters.
Now, like people look at my mom, like if you look at my mom and my dad, like they don't look their age either. Like people swear up and down that my mom's like my big sister. Like they know my dad is my dad, but they prompt sometimes if you put me and my mom together, they're like, that's your big sister. I said, no, it's not. That's definitely my mother. So
that's funny. That happened to me before. I went to my daughters when they was in high school. Went to they one little thing they had at school. And the next day they was like, they thought you was our big sister. I'm like, wow. I'm like, that's messed up. I was like,
I'm used to it now.
We're all about the same height, so that don't help none either, I'm sure. Right. So I was like, wow, I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult.
That is hilarious. But yeah, I'm 34.
Wow. So what's next for y'all?
So we're actually working on our album as we speak.
Actually.
So yeah, we are working on our next album. It's gonna be an all instrumental album, but it's gonna be something for everybody. And then the album after that, we actually got some guest appearances that we're gonna use for that one too. I can't leave nobody out just yet.
I was just about to say, who?
Yeah.
Who? I want exclusive. Who?
We feeling good. So yeah, but we're working on the album. We'll be at Epic on March 12th. At Epic Soul Lounge. So yeah, so come and check us out. We're gonna do a full show. And if you haven't heard us the first, that'll be your first time. Yeah, come and check us out. I think we're gonna have a great show for everybody. Like I said, this is gonna be a show for everybody, not just a certain demographic or anything. We got a show for everybody.
But how long is the show?
8:30 to midnight. So
really?
Yeah, but we're splitting it up. We're doing like 45, 50-minute sets, and then we'll take a break because we'll need a break. So, because I mean, you've been to a show, like you move and got choreography and all that stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be like a 45, 50-minute set. Take a quick like 10, 15-minute break, get back on stage, do another set and everything like that. So
yeah, I guess y'all shows are like the bomb. And I hate to sound like a hype man. but I'm speaking truth though. It's like, man, y'all Courtney, make sure you check him out for real. Because I know you up in Texas and we praying for y'all in Texas too.
Definitely.
Praying for y'all.
Heart goes out to Texas,
because my brother's in Texas too, but thank God he was ready because he's from here. So
he understands.
Yeah, actually she's from here too. So probably both of y'all probably the only two that got coats and y'all ready for the winter. But praying for y'all.
Sure.
But yeah, check them out on YouTube, Courtney. You won't be the same.
You get that church agreement. I promise you, if you leave, you'll never be the same.
You'll never be the same.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, but if anybody want to find out more about you, how can they find out more about you per se?
I'm on Facebook, CJ Warfield, Instagram, CJ Warfield 23. I'm on Twitter, CJ Warfield, Snapchat, C Warfield 23, I believe. Yeah. So I'm a little bit everywhere. So yeah. And then you follow the band. The band is on Facebook. We got a Facebook page. We got an Instagram page at BeMen Official. On Instagram it'll be BeMen Official. And yeah, Facebook. So yeah, follow us on and we're on at Be On It. So yeah.
Okay. But if you look on YouTube, Courtney, because you asked, it's Be On It on YouTube.
Yeah. Yep.
Really, if you just Google Be On It, then everything will pop up.
Yeah.
Just their whole life will pop up. Just their whole spectrum. All right. So are you ready for your last question, sir?
Hit me.
All right. So you remember on the podcast, your question was, what would your theme song be?
Yeah.
Okay. It's different on this show.
Oh. Okay.
So this is a visual show.
All right.
A visual question.
Okay.
So if you could have any actor portray you in a movie in your life story, who would it be and why?
I don't. That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, you do. They don't have to necessarily look like you, but who would you like to portray you? Who do you feel like has your best attributes that portray you in a movie?
That is tough. That's tough.
I know who, but I ain't gonna say.
Who?
I just said I won't say.
Why ain't you gonna say? You could help me out. I don't know. Like the one I probably would have used.
I don't know his name, but I know who he is.
Who is he?
You seen the movie Get Out, right?
Yeah. Oh, Daniel?
No. The guy that played his buddy.
Lil Rel.
Because not
you know what? It's either him or Lakeith Stanfield. It's either Lil Rel or now that I think about it, it'll be one of them two.
Because of his comedic attributes. Yeah. Not necessarily because of his looks or whatever, but his attributes.
No, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Lil Rel, but no, I say either him or Lakeith Stanfield. Like he would be the other one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I even thought about old boy from dang, I hate that all these are scary movie people, but old boy from Us. He's too tall.
He played in Black Panther too. He was, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd be an extra tall version of you, but hey.
Right. I was about to say because I was just like, man, who would play? And I was just like, well, one, I would have loved him, but he's dead. So that's Chadwick.
Right.
Yeah, but he would have been but he would have been too tall too. So.
Yeah. I mean, but doesn't really,
no. Because because he played James Brown, and James Brown was all of 5'5". So
right, I don't really think the height really matters because
I don't think so either. Yeah,
because was the Bohemian Rhapsody? He was real short.
Yeah,
and boy,
Fred was tall.
Right? Mm-hmm. So I don't even think it's the height requirement. I think it's the attributes that matter.
Yeah.
Because I already know who I would get to play me, and I'm not telling you. I just said I'll tell you behind the scenes. Okay, I'm gonna save that for a.
No, that'll work. That'll work.
A later show.
That'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work. I'm with it. That's perfect.
Well, I want to thank you for squeezing me in for my after birthday party.
No problem. Thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
Oh no, you're the bomb.com as always. And y'all please check out my big little brother.
I appreciate that.
No, I appreciate it. So I'm gonna put you backstage and then I'll let you know who I think. And you can't tell nobody.
All right. I ain't saying nothing. Say
all right. All right.
Love you.
Love you too. Thank you everybody for joining Worldly Church Girl Live. Again, I want to thank my special guest, my big little brother CJ. And again, I want y'all to check out Be On It. They are a dope band. These are some church kids that God has truly anointed to do great things, not only within their church, but they are taking their gifts to bless their churches. And you can't thank them enough for doing what they're doing in this world. So if you would like to be on Worldly Church Girl, please look me up. Send me an email. Hit me up in the inbox to let me know what God has done for you. And thanks for joining. Thanks for all the birthday love yesterday. You guys have really blessed me. And um, you guys, please stay blessed. I'm sorry I'm a little winded, a little dehydrated, but thanks for joining your girl, your one and only Worldly Church Girl.